Hello, this is not Mitchell Davis. I'm Emily, and that was a super cheesy introduction, wasn't it? Well, it's a Sunday, and what does that mean? I don't really know what that means. But, I mean, what other things could I be doing with my life right now besides making a video? I could be working on other deadlines of videos. I could be, what else do I do with my life? What do I do with my life? Oh, right, I could be polishing up some Charleston moves. I live in Montana. I think that's where I meant to go originally. It's a lovely place. It's really great. You might hear different things about it. A lot of people ask if we ride our horses to school, which, I mean, we can legally, but the majority of us do not own horses here in Montana. I used to. They died. Besides that, me and a few others and I lived next to Glacier National Park. And if you don't know what this place is, if you've never heard of it, shame on you. Just kidding, totally just jokes. So it's a park, and it has many glorious trees and trails and places and glaciers and lots of goats. It's got tons of goats. This is me and some goats when I was earlier at the local fair. Exciting life. Exciting life here in Montana. When I was little, my parents would be like, "Hey Emily, let's go to the park." And you know, immediately, being a little kid, I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to the park. I'm about to go make some new friends. Going on the monkey bars, which didn't last very long, so I got tall really super fast. And, you know, the whole freaking thing. But no, being oblivious and a child, I was upset to find out, you know, that the park was just like a bunch of trees and trails, and we'd walk on them for a few hours, and then that's that. So, where was I? What was I gonna say about this? It snowed the other night, and you know, my first discovery of this was when I was like cuddled up watching Once Upon a Time, and then the commercials came on. So usually when commercials come on in shows or something like that, it's usually just shows because movies don't have commercials. When the commercials came on, I pulled out my phone and I was checking Instagram, and it just looked like snow had photobombed everyone's Instagram. A plethora of snowy photos in my Insta feed. No, immediately I was like, no, this cannot be true. The weatherman does not lie. Did not say it was going to snow today. Don't watch the weather, but I usually ask my friends about it. So, I guess my friends could have lied to me too. But immediately I just like stop, you know, I go outside to see if this is actually true. And alas, the small crystallized raindrops made their way into my heart, where I had an inner debate on whether or not I should Instagram the snow, whether is a pun, whether or not. I remembered that my show was on and the commercials were probably over by now, and I can't miss Once Upon a Time, so I ran back inside. So no snowy Instagrams for me. A couple days later it stopped snowing, everything melted, you know, just went down the drain of nature, and it snowed a few times more, and then it went down the drain of nature again. And then last night I have a job. Life goal, check that off the list. I was driving home from work, and it was probably like 11:30 last night, and you know, it wasn't snowing, it was just raining. It may have been snow from an outsider's point of view. It was also extremely foggy, which is great. Fog is awesome. But driving through it's really hard because my car has some problems. The lights don't point where they're supposed to, so I had one headlight. My right headlight points into the sky, so I always get a good view of what's up there. My left headlight just kind of points to the left. Just kind of goes that way. I'm having a hard time seeing, so I'm going like 15 miles under the speed limit. This huge truck just comes up behind me. He's like right behind me, and I just wanted him to pass me. There's 2 lanes, so you can go ahead. Stinking lights, because I'm in a little car. I'm in this little car that can't even operate itself right. Right. And his big little perfect lights that don't shine into the sky were shining directly into my mirror, which blinded my eyes and went into my retinas and blackened everything else around me. So that's my story about the snow. So have a good week. It's really, really bad tea.